bit naughty, I'm a little bit too consumed, but every part of my body is telling me to run away from you. Come a little bit closer.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another Sunday meal prep video. I am super excited today. It is January the 2nd whenever you are watching this, so we are in the new year 2022. That means I had a birthday yesterday, so now I am 47 years old. If you've been around here for a minute or two, you know that I have been doing WW for a little over 2 years now, and it's really just kind of become mine and my husband's lifestyle. So we like to do these meal prep videos, and then throughout the week I'll vlog like what I eat for breakfast and lunch and our dinners, and kind of give meal prep reviews and stuff like that. So if that is something that you are interested in, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. I typically upload 3 videos per week. And then also follow me over on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle for you here on the screen as well. And then also we have a really great Facebook group. It is called Finding Our Way. This is the icon to that group, and there is a direct link down in the description box if you want to join that group. Highly suggest you do. It's a great group of people and you will love it. So for our menu this week, we are going to do taco soup and corn muffins, and then we are also going to do a new recipe from Skinnytaste, which is a bacon wrapped pork tenderloin that we're going to cook in the air fryer. Along with that, we're going to have baked potatoes and just some of the California blend veggies that I like to season up and roast in the oven. So 2 super easy meals. We are not cooking a dessert this week because I still have some leftover pecan pie wontons and pumpkin pie wontons from Christmas. Also, you are going to see our grocery haul because with Christmas and everything falling on a Saturday like it did, it kind of got us out of our normal routine, and I realized last night, Christmas night, that we didn't have our groceries and everything that we needed. So I got up this morning, was going to just do a quick pickup order, but it wasn't going to be ready until like 2 o'clock. So since Charlie didn't really have that much prep to do, he went to the grocery store while I got ready. You're going to see the grocery haul here in just a minute, and me throwing the chicken for my lunches in the crock pot and making the taco soup. And let's just get right into it and get these meals done today, and then maybe I can relax a little bit because I stayed up super late last night trying to edit the meal prep video that went up today. So I hope that y'all are enjoying these videos, and yeah, let's get to cooking. Alrighty, here is our little grocery haul. Charlie ran and picked this stuff up so that we could get the groceries early enough to meal prep today, because I tried to order online since we didn't prepare ahead of time before Christmas and get our groceries, because we bought groceries for Christmas Eve. We have a little bit of things left over that we can use, but we still needed some stuff to do our full meal prep this week. So he ran and got these items. It was about $80, I think. We're going to go through the items real quick so that Charlie can get to doing his little bit of prep that he has to do. And then I need to get the taco soup and stuff like that in the crock pot. I'm not through getting ready yet. Basically, I'm going to throw the soup in, and Charlie's going to do his prep, which is really just going to be peppers and sweet potatoes today. So this is going to hopefully be a quick and easy meal prep for us. We will see. But he got a pack of bacon. Now, this is the Smithfield bacon. We did pick up a pack of this the other day at Publix because it was on sale just for me to try, and I actually do like it. It was cheaper, so this was $8 and something compared to the $13 that the Oscar Mayer is for the large pack. So, and it is 3 points for 2 strips, just like the Oscar Mayer is. So I'm happy with that. We are going to make that bacon wrapped pork tenderloin. So this is the pork tenderloin that we got, which that is a little bit pricey. That, you know, kind of runs the price up. Meat is really expensive here lately, I have noticed. But for the taco soup, we didn't need to buy any chicken because we had several chicken breasts that were in the freezer. So that's what we were using for the taco soup and for my salads. We got another thing of eggs. I used up a lot of my eggs for my Christmas baking and stuff that I did. And then I used all of my honey mustard dressing the last time that I had salads. So Charlie picked me up another one. He actually had to run to Sprouts to get that one because Kroger did not have it. I got one of my almond milks as usual. This is Charlie's half and half for his coffee. And then we got another one of my coffee creamers. We picked up, or Charlie picked up this twine. This is to tie the bacon around the pork tenderloin. It's a Skinnytaste recipe, and that's what she suggests because we are cooking it in the air fryer. So we will see how that works. I'll probably get Charlie to help tie that bacon on because I don't usually do well doing stuff like that. But we will just get to that whenever we get to it here in a little while. We got some green leaf lettuce. That is for my salads. We picked up another Prego pizza sauce. We always have several of these on hand, but y'all know we eat pizzas all the time. And since we are both home, we are going through quite a bit of pizzas. Although I am going to do salads this week so that I don't eat too many pizzas. I don't want to get burnt out on them because I love them. We've got 6 sweet potatoes here, so along with the pork tenderloin, we are having baked sweet potatoes. So we have those. He only bought 2 bell peppers. Whenever we went grocery shopping the other day, we picked up 2 bell peppers because I was almost out, or I felt like I wasn't going to have enough, but I did have enough, and we haven't had to dice those up yet. So there is, I think, a red one and a green one in the refrigerator. And then, so we just picked up another green and yellow because I used the rest of them this morning whenever I made my breakfast. So he really only has a little bit of prep today, and it's to wash the sweet potatoes and to dice the 4 peppers. And I honestly think that's it. He's going to help get the pork tenderloin and stuff ready, but that will be a little while later. He won't have to trim that or anything. We usually don't. We will just leave it like it is and season it up. Let me switch my battery. It is flashing. Okay, I am back with a fresh battery. So we've got the sweet potatoes. We will go ahead and bake those today. And then we will just heat those up. I think that's what I did a couple of weeks ago for my lunches. That works well. They heat up good and they're ready to go. Got a pack of Extreme Olay Wellness Wraps for me, and then his flour tortillas. These are what we make our pizzas on. We picked up a couple of packets of taco seasoning here, just a couple of the original Taco Bell and 1 hot and spicy. I have a couple of the hot and spicies in the cabinet and only 1 Taco Bell one left. I like to use one of each for my taco soup. So that's really just to put in the stock, and then I will use what's in the cabinet. I did get the large can of Rotel. I just like to use this huge can and then just really season it up with my ground cumin and chili powder and stuff like that. We needed some chicken broth for the soup today, and so these were 50 cents a can, so that's what we got. We are going to make our corn muffins, of course, to go along with the taco soup. And I don't have any extra cans of cream style corn, so I will use 2 today. And then we went ahead and picked up 2 more just to have in the cabinet. We need some frozen corn for the taco soup. And then along with the bacon wrapped pork tenderloins, we are just going to have the California blend vegetables that I bake in the oven and season up, because that will be easy. We want an easy meal prep today, if y'all can't figure that out. And then I am completely out of my Aveeno body wash, so he picked me up 1 of those. So that is all for the groceries. So I'm going to let Charlie probably put these away, so you're not going to see our normal little montage of putting them away, because I'm like not dressed. I'm in my robe. But I am going to go ahead and get the taco soup going because I need to get it on. It is already 12 o'clock. And so then it will cook until basically 6 p.m. But it will be fine. And I need to put my chicken breast in to cook for my salads as well. So I'm going to get these groceries put up and get my crock pots out and get busy. And then I'm going to finish getting ready, and Charlie will do his little bit of prep. All right, we are ready to put the taco soup in, and yes, I am in my robe because I am still getting ready, but I need to get this going. So I have 3 chicken breasts in here. I have salt and peppered one side. We are just going to salt and pepper the other side. Of course, with everything I always say, just season to your taste. And then we're going to go ahead. Oh, and look at my new little can opener. Can you see it? I guess you can see it. So Charlie picked up a little electric can opener at Walmart the other day for me because y'all know I've had issues with can openers, which I went ahead and opened the black beans just to test it out. But I'm super excited because I have a little electric can opener now. Because on recipes like this, when I have several cans to open, it's hard using the little manual ones, and then they just seem to wear out so quick. So we will see how this one does. But it's just a little Oster from Walmart that costs, I think, like $15 or something. It's the little things in life that make me happy now. But let's see here. So we've got the chicken in. Now we need to go ahead and add in, I'm going to go ahead and add in the Rotel. I'm going to use my little handy dandy can opener. Let's see how this works with this big can. Looky there. She works. Makes me so happy. So I'm going to go ahead and add in this huge can of Rotel. You can use like some fire roasted or whatever, but I have just decided that it's easy just for me to use that big can, and then I just season it up really well with my ground cumin and chili powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in, and then I also have 2 packets of taco seasoning to put in. We like things spicy. If you don't want it that spicy, then I would just leave the ground cumin and the chili powder out and probably just use like original taco seasoning. So I am going to use 1 pack of original Taco Bell seasoning. It can be any brand. I like the Taco Bell seasoning. I don't know why, but if they have it, I always get it. But then for the hot and spicy, I always just get the Old El Paso. Now, using both of these packets does make my taco soup to come out to 1 point per serving, but I don't care. It's delicious. Now we need 2 cans of drained and rinsed beans. I've already opened these black beans. I'm just going to drain and rinse them real quick. Be right back. Okay, so here are my 2 cans of drained and rinsed black beans. We're going to put all of those in. And then it calls for like a 10 to 12 ounce bag of frozen corn. And we did pick up some fresh corn that you just saw, but I have a little bit more left in this bag than what I thought. So I'm just going to use what's left of this. It needs to be used up. Some of it had fell out into that Ziploc bag. And then we will still have that other bag of frozen corn to use at a later time. And then I think that is everything except for some chicken broth. So I have 3 cans here. We're going to start with that and then see if I need to add any more. So there's 1 can, 2 cans, and 3 cans. And that looks like plenty of liquid. Once you shred the chicken, it does absorb quite a bit of the liquid. So I do like to have extra. So I'm just going to give that a stir. And this is going in the crock pot on high for at least 6 hours. So this will probably be our dinner tonight. So we'll probably eat it like around 6:30 or 7. This will probably be the last thing that we plate up for our meal prep today. Just because, even though it's the first thing we're putting on, but you know how the slow cookers are. And if I had all of my ingredients, I could have put it on earlier, but I didn't have everything that I needed. With it being Christmas yesterday, we just did not even think about those, getting the groceries ahead of time. So there's that. It's going in the crock pot on high. And now we're going to go ahead and put our chicken breast on for the salads as well. Okay, here are the 3 chicken breasts for the chicken that I'm going to use for my salads this week. This is such an easy way to make some chicken and just kind of keep it on hand as well if you want to. I really don't season this that much. I'm going to put salt and pepper on it. I have it on one side. And I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. And then we are just going to salt and pepper the other side. Add a can of chicken broth. And then just add some water to cover it, and that's pretty much going to be it. We're going to salt and pepper the other side, and this is pretty much going to cook all afternoon as well on high. And then I will just shred it up and keep it in a container. And I already have some leftover grapes from our Christmas thing because I did a fruit tray. So I will have the grapes, and then I still have some of those craisins and sliced almonds to use in my salads this week as well. So we're going to add 1 can of chicken broth. So 1 can of chicken broth, and then we are just going to cover the rest with water. Okay, and here is this. This is my just regular little crock pot brand, not the Ninja. So we picked this up back, I can't remember, probably whenever our stove wasn't working, but it is nice having 2 crock pots. Actually I have 3 because the Ninja Foodie can be used as a crock pot as well. But we're just going to put this in on high, and then we will roll into Charlie's little prep now, and then I'll be back and we will get started on the pork tenderloin and stuff.
Got that something, baby, that I can go without, just like a poison in me. You're all that I'm about, loving the highs, don't mind the lows. It's getting out of my control. I want that something, baby, 'cause I can go without. Mama used to tell me love ain't right if it ain't good. It's like I'm burning lately when you're not in my blood. Loving the highs, don't mind the lows. It's getting out of.
Okay guys, so we are getting ready to put this Skinnytaste pork tenderloin in the air fryer. So here is the recipe: air fryer bacon wrapped pork tenderloin. This is basically just going to salt and pepper the pork tenderloin, and it does say to cut it in half, which is what Charlie is doing over here. He is just going to cut it in half, and then I guess we cut it calls for 6 pieces of bacon cut in half. So we're going to cut the bacon in half, but we need to salt and pepper it good, and then we will wrap it with the bacon. And then Charlie bought some twine over there whenever he went to Kroger earlier that I just showed in the grocery haul. So online on the Skinnytaste website, it shows to tie the twine around to hold the bacon on. So I guess that's what we're going to do. Anyway, it also says to tightly roll it up, tie the roast at 2-inch intervals with the kitchen string, each about 12 inches long, and carefully cut the tenderloin in half to fit in the air fryer, which we've already cut it in half, so we're kind of doing things backwards, which isn't surprising. Anyway, it says it goes, we're probably going to cook this in 2 batches, like do 1 piece at a time. It's going to go in at 400 for 20 minutes, turning it halfway. Then it says to insert a thermometer until it's 145 to 150 degrees. I will probably cook it a little bit longer than that. Y'all know how I like everything well done. We'll see what it looks like. So I'm just going to kind of record Charlie over here working on the pork tenderloin, give him the recipe. And then I have the California blend veggies that I'm just going to season up with the Montreal steak seasoning. So for the California blend vegetables, I know y'all have seen me do this a lot. I'm just going to put them on this sheet pan and put the Montreal steak seasoning on it. Very easy. And then I'm probably going to cook it at 375 for about 45 minutes or so. So the oven's preheating, and we will get back to Charlie working on the pork. Okay, here's the veggies. They're ready. I'm going to go ahead and pop them in the oven. They got about 45 minutes to cook, and then we will make the corn muffins once this is finished.
Trying to find some love in this crazy world. I feel like I was never heard. All I wanted was to be loved. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. You will find a way. Slow it down. Dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs.
Okay, so Charlie has 2 of them ready. We're going to move over to the air fryer and put those in. And then also I wanted to say we have the sweet potatoes. We have 3 of them cooking in the microwave. They take about 15 minutes, and then we'll put the other 3 in and cook those, and those will be ready. So this is really overall, I think, a super easy meal prep. I mean, as long as the pork cooks up good, and then Charlie will slice it up. The taco soup is going. All I have to do is shred that chicken, and then the chicken for my chicken salads for lunch, all I have to do is shred that and make the corn muffins, and then we will be done for the day. So really all of our little devices are doing all of the work for us today. We've got 2 crock pots and the Ninja Foodie out. So let's move over. Okay, so the Ninja Foodie is warmed up a little bit. I did spray it with some cooking spray, and Charlie's just going to put the 2 tenderloins down in there. And we are going to set it for 20 minutes, but I'm gonna at 400 degrees, but I am going to have Alexa set a timer for 10 minutes, and then we'll flip it. So Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes, please. She's not listening to me. She can be, what's the word? Alexa's temperamental. Sometimes she's not very nice. Now she's finding something on the web. Alexa, stop. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
There she goes. Finally, she listens. Okay, here are the tenderloins. They've been in really for 11 minutes. I'm going to turn them. You said to turn them halfway. And we'll just let it cook the rest of the time, and then we'll see if we need to cook it a little bit longer. I want them nice and crispy and done. So we'll be back. Okay, so I am just checking this first tenderloin, which I just put the thermometer in there, which is supposed to get up to 145 to 150. It says, I don't know if you can see that or not, but we are at 160, so I think that we are good and done for this first set. And so I'm going to go in with the second batch and do the same thing. So we cooked it for like 22 minutes. So I'm probably gonna do this. All right, so we are back in for the second batch, going for 22 minutes. I will flip it after about 10 or 11 minutes, and then hopefully they will be done as well. I'm just gonna let these others rest over here, and then once these are finished and have rested for a little while, then Charlie will come back, take the string off, and slice them up into our portions for us. And now we're going to make the corn muffins because the veggies are close to being done in the oven. So let's get that mixed up real quick. Okay, so we are ready to make the corn muffins. I have 1.5 cups of the Martha White hot rise self-rising cornmeal here. So we're going to put that in, and then we're going to use about 21 ounces of cream style corn. So I'm going to grab my scale. It's basically about 1.5 cans. But if you want to be pretty precise, then you can measure it. So that got me 14.3 ounces for that can. And there we go, 21.2. And then the only other thing you're going to need is 3 tablespoons of egg whites. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so then we are just going to mix it well. And I got my muffin tin out here. And we will just spray it with Pam and divide it into 12 muffins. These will cook for about 15 to 18 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay, so that is mixed well. We are going to use the Pam baking spray. I don't know if I have enough in this can. I may have to get another one. It ran out. Okay, I have my muffin tin sprayed. I'm just going to divide it into the 12 muffins with my little ice cream scoop. Okay, these are ready to go in the oven, 350 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes. The veggies still have a couple of minutes left, and then we will pop those in and get these done. Everything's going to kind of be done at the same time today, I think. Alrighty, we have the completed pork that has been sliced up and veggies and the sweet potatoes divided out here into the containers. This is looking delicious. I must say, I didn't film like actually plating it up because Charlie sliced it all and we were kind of in a hurry to get the pork in there. So each container has a pretty good little helping of pork. Whenever we heat these up, we will actually take the sweet potato out and probably heat it up for 3 to 4 minutes each one, and then just heat the pork and veggies up separately and then kind of replate it so it will be prettier and easier to eat. But overall, super pleased with this meal. I think that it's going to be delicious and enjoyable. Now, also, I did pull out the corn muffins. They are done. I messed up on my degrees, because I think I said 350 and I put mine at 350. Well, whenever I looked at them, they weren't even close to being done, and I was like, what? These don't look right. Well, it's supposed to be 400 degrees for 15 to 17 minutes. So I cooked mine for like an additional 5 minutes at 350s. But I mean, I think that they're going to be fine, but I could tell that something wasn't right, and then it hit me that I should have put the temperature at 400 degrees, not 350. So my fault on that one. So 400 degrees, 15 to 17 minutes. All right, here is the chicken from the taco soup. It should just fall apart with a couple of forks here. It has been cooking now for a good 5.5 hours or so. I've just been kind of waiting around for my chicken to finish. Y'all know I like to make sure it is completely done. But it is so easy to shred up, and then I'm going to shred up the chicken for my salads the same way. And then we will have this meal prep done today. This is probably going to be the shortest one that I've ever put out, because I really haven't had to film that much today. I mean, between the 2 crock pots and the air fryer, it did all the work today. And just with having the leftover fruit and not having to prep fruit and having leftover desserts and all that stuff, saved me a lot of time. Okay, that's it on the chicken. We're going to put it back in the crock pot. It should be ready in just a few minutes, and then I'm going to plate it up. Okay, that's looking good. I'm going to give it a few minutes, and then we'll be back to plate up. I'm going to get my chicken out of the other crock pot, and we will get that shredded and put in a container. Alrighty, I am ready to plate up the taco soup. We are just going to divide it into 6 portions, and this comes out to, I think, 1 point per serving. Of course, I will have the recipe and then the link to my WW app recipe in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. And once we get this done, we will be done with our prep for the day. So, super easy prep. And I think we have some delicious meals. Alright, here are the completed bowls of taco soup. Nice hearty portions there for just 1 point. Super easy. Highly recommend this recipe. If you haven't tried it yet, you are definitely missing out. If you also wanted to make it with ground beef, there are recipes out there you can make it with ground beef and stuff as well. I always use chicken because it is 0 points, and this is delicious to me. It's nice and spicy the way that we make it, the way that we like it. Of course, you can choose not to make it spicy. And then I have my corn muffins there ready to go. So those are 3 points each. So this will end up being like a 7-point meal for me each night. Again, everything will be linked down in the description box below. Alright guys, so we have finished meal prep for the day. Over here we have the bacon wrapped pork tenderloin with the roasted vegetables and the baked sweet potatoes. And then we have our taco soup ready to go. Of course, that is always delicious. And then we have the corn muffins to go along with it. And then my shredded chicken for my chicken salads this week. For my chicken salad, I will just shred up some green leaf lettuce, put the chicken on there. I like to use some craisins, some sliced almonds, and then the Boathouse Farms honey mustard dressing along with some red seedless grapes. That's the way I make my salad. So y'all will see that, I'm sure, sometime during one of my daily vlogs this week. But again, even though this was a super easy meal prep, I think that it has turned out really good. So overall, I have completed another successful meal prep. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for joining me for another meal prep video. I hope that you try, especially the Skinnytaste recipe. I will let you know later in the week. We will kind of do a meal prep review since this is a new meal for us, but I have yet to try a Skinnytaste recipe that I did not love. So super excited about these. Again, everything will be linked down in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. And also thank you to my Jennifer's Gems that always make it to the end. I love you guys. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that red subscribe button down below and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. And I will see you guys in the next video. video. Mwah. Love y'all.
Yeah, yeah, come a little bit closer. Yeah, you're a little bit crazy. It's been days, but you never change.